All right, so yet again for this video, we are outside because it is currently August in upstate New York, which means next month's going to be about September, then October comes after that. That's how months work. And it's going to be very cold and there's going to be snow, so I'm making the most of it, even though it might rain here shortly. So we'll see what we can do. But what I have here in this little tiny case here, this is something I love that they do with these, is the Chosfox Geonix Rev.2, which you probably already saw from the title of this video. But we're going to just take a look at it. I've actually been typing on it for about a week now. I do very much enjoy this. I've looked at some of their other boards in the past and they are also very nice. But this is kind of a very good evolution of this board. I really like what they did with it. So we're going to go over to my picnic table setup over there and we're going to take a look. What we're going to do first, of course, is if you come on in here, we're going to take a look at what comes with it as per usual. And I mean, there's not much, but what I do like to mention yet again, I mean, look at the case that these come with. I always do love that. But here's the board, and it is upside down because I have been using this, so I did put it in here to bring it here. But what we get in this, as per usual with their boards, we have a USB-C cable, which is nice, and then we also have a little baggie of some additional parts. So we have some different keycaps here. We have some spare rubber feet, which is nice to include those because these do come off on boards often. So having some spare ones, especially since these are like triangles, very nice has those. And then we also have the dongle. So if we pull out here for a second and actually talk about this before we look at the board, I do want to mention that this board is a Kickstarter, so it is kind of pre-production right now, and also kind of keep that in mind that it is a Kickstarter, so take that for what it is. It is Chosfox, so it is going to come to fruition, but just want to mention it is a Kickstarter. But the thing I really want to mention here is that it does have a dongle mode. This is a tri-mode board, so it will have USB, it will have Bluetooth, and then also the dongle. But the issue I've encountered with this, and also on other tri-mode boards, is that the dongle doesn't seem to work for me. Now, it could be because I'm on a Mac. Mac does have issues with those sometimes. I didn't try it on Windows. Maybe I'll try that again tonight and see if that does work. But just something I want to mention, that the dongle doesn't work, but Bluetooth works flawlessly, and then so does USB. But if we come back in here now, what we actually have, of course, is the board, and this is the main attraction of this. So we have these nice Velcro straps here. We can pull out this board here, put this off to the side, and you can see that this is what the board looks like here. We have these, they're the Mahjong keycaps here, which are very nice. They have like a little divot in them, and then they have the homing bump there. They're very comfortable to actually use, and they kind of fit my finger like perfectly. And you're probably noticing that the layout is a little bit weird. Also is that this is first of all Kailh because that is of course what I use, but also I kind of spaced them out on it. Now this board, I'm not sure if we kind of come back out here again. I like how I'm doing this with the new like camera setup, but this, I'm not certain if it is the 16 by 16 spacing, because that is what the previous boards actually were with this, the Geonix Rev.1, and then also the Mini Peg 48. That was kind of the first edition of this. Those are videos on my channel if you want to see those. But this is using Kailh low profile switches, and I believe these are normal 19.05 space switches, so the standard MX spacing. But what I like to do here, if we come back in, I like to just kind of space them out on these smaller boards, because if you see when I sit on this, you sit a little bit further out, so it kind of helps with your wrist here, so it's a little bit more comfortable. But really, there isn't much to talk about this board, and that's kind of what I really like about it. It is, of course, an aluminum housing here, so you can see that it says Geonix on the back there with this kind of very nice design. We have our rubber feet on the bottom, and it's pretty simple. I mean, it comes in white, black, and this is the silver edition here. Up top, we have a USB-C port for actually connecting to it, and then this is actually a power switch because, like I mentioned, it is a Bluetooth tri-mode board. So if we turn that on, now it's getting a little bit darker outside too, you can probably see that it does have full RGB, which is kind of nice that it does have that. So it does have full RGB. And really at this point, what I'd like to do is, I mean, there's not really much to talk about on this board. Like I said, it's a very simple board, and it's kind of the beauty of it is that it's just a 4x12 layout here. And what I'd like to do is actually take a look inside of it. So what I'm going to do is actually disassemble it. And we're going to kind of look at stuff as we go through that. I did want to actually quickly pop one of these switches off and just kind of show you what it looks like, because like I mentioned, these are fully hot swap, and I want to try to get this out without breaking it, because I have a tendency to always break hot swap switches because I just always rip them apart, but this one came out fine. And you can see there that this is the Kailh low profile. This is the Elements white. It is a full palm housing. It feels really, really good. I actually really like this switch quite a bit. But like I mentioned, it is hot swap. So inside of there, you can see we can kind of pop those in if needed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera on a tripod. I'm just going to record pulling everything out of it now. So I realized while I was taking that apart, actually, that I didn't have to pull these switches out, thankfully, because like I mentioned, whenever I pull out switches, I have a tendency to kind of destroy them. So that makes me happy. But what we have here, if we kind of come in, I can really give you a good look at the RGB now. So you can see how that kind of looks. Looks really nice on these. And it is also a polycarbonate plate, which I do like polycarbonate plates when I do build boards with actual plates. So having that is very nice. But what I want to do now is actually put this down. I'm going to grab my new electric screwdriver here, which this isn't sponsored. I did reach out for them to send this to me. I'll link these down below. I really like this brand of screwdrivers. There's really nice electric ones. But what we're going to do here is just grab this out really quick. We're going to grab a Phillips head here, and through the power of movie magic, I actually already removed most of the screws. What I want to do is kind of take a look inside now, because it does have like some foam and stuff I've heard. So what I'm going to do is pop out this final screw right here. You can just kind of pull that out. And then if I'm very careful to not lose this, because I am in a park, I don't want to lose these screws and have to find them later. So we'll just kind of very carefully get that there and put it with the rest of mine before I lose it. But what we have here is I'm going to turn it off also, so I'm not doing that. Of course, this will have inside a battery right there. It just kind of looks like it's stick down to the bottom, but it is nice that they're actually using a JST connector here. So what we're able to do is just replace it if we ever need to, and it's only 5 screws there. It's a very nice aluminum case. We do have the button right here. I'm trying not to move this too much to not like lose stuff, but that's the button right there, which is just, it links onto the actual switch here. So you see if I switch that, it will now activate and turn on. But this is, it feels like metal. So I think that is metal. It's not plastic actually, which is nice. It's like that. And then we have some foam on the bottom. If we just kind of remove that, I'm going to turn it off here. We have some, this looks like some pour-on foam, so that's nice to see. And then we have everything underneath. I'm actually going to remove that all just to kind of take a look without ripping it. But there is the PCB. I just like looking at this to kind of see some of the stuff they do. I mean, not really much interesting here. It's just a PCB. It looks like the way they're actually mounting this plate though, because I was kind of curious with these little things here. So we have one little dot here, we have another one here, and then one right here. It looks like they're actually using like reverse standoff. So we have a screw here, if you can kind of see that. We have a screw right there. We have another one here and then there. So I think that plate is actually mounted to this. So if I actually remove one of these, let's kind of find out live right here. Let's just pull out one of these screws and try not to lose it very carefully. Put it there. Luckily, that's magnetized. I think I don't want to take this apart in the park right now. I really do not feel like losing stuff. It looks like there's also another layer in between here of a little bit of a film between the switches and the plate, which is nice. But yeah, pretty clean. It looks like a good PCB. I think these are just Kailh chalk sockets here. So these are a chalk footprint. And that's really all there is to it. So I'm going to actually just take this, put it back together now, and we'll have some closing words. Like I mentioned, if we kind of come back out here, it's not a very complicated board. It's a very simple board, and that's what I've always loved about the Chosfox ones. And it's starting to thunder, so I think we're wrapping this up right at the perfect time. So before I put this back together though, I don't know why it has, this might be a Kickstarter pre-production thing here, I'm not sure, but I don't know why there's like just one random piece of foam like that. I don't know why it's cut out like that. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's kind of how it is. But I'm gonna pop this back in now. I just put it back together, and as you can see, if we kind of come in here, I got a little bit lazy with the keycaps there. This is something I actually do on a lot of my boards too, is I just put random keycaps on them, other than the homing keys being in the correct spot, because I don't actually use this layout. I use Kailh, and then I use like all my muscle memory, so I don't really care how the keys look, and I think it does kind of look cool with the randomized thing there. It also does clickbait when I post it online. But with that, what I actually want to do now is, I'm not going to do it in the park, obviously. I'm going to go do a typing test on it, and then we'll have some final words. So yeah, through the power of movie magic, I actually have to go home still and do that typing test, but obviously I've been using it for a few days now, so I actually know it sounds good. So you just saw the typing test, I just had to film it still. But if we kind of come in here now, this is the board. I mean, I've already showed it a lot in this video, and it looks good. I mentioned the random keycaps. Let's go back out again. We're doing the back and forth thing here. Now, this is the only issue I have with this board, and it has nothing to do with the board, and it has more to do with the video we're actually making right now. Is that I feel like whenever I do a Chosfox board video, there isn't much to talk about because the boards are so simple, which is a big thing I like about their boards. And there just really isn't much to talk about. They're just a good board. They come in at a very good price, which just one here I don't think I mentioned, comes in at $120 for the fully assembled board with keycaps, with switches, with the case, with the dongle, with everything, right? It has everything for 120 bucks. It is a Kickstarter, like I mentioned at the beginning of this, which I don't think is a big deal because it is Chosfox, they're a reputable company. It is also fully funded, and I do think by the end of August, they said it's going to actually be available on their site anyway, so you don't have to like back the Kickstarter now. I think you can just get it on their site. But yeah, if we kind of come on in and look at this again, it looks really nice. It does have that RGB there, which I'm not a big RGB fan, but since they have it there, and 120 bucks, you know, that's not bad that they actually added that to it, and it is hot swap. But the only issue, actually, if I did have to nitpick here that there is on this board that I kind of didn't like, it has to do with this space bar here. So if I actually put this down here, and I pull the space bar off, you know, it's a 2U space bar, but underneath, we don't have a stabilizer there, which normally a 2U key would have a stabilizer. And the issue with that is if we put this back on here, if I was to say use the normal home row here where they kind of intend you to be and not do the wider thing here, because this becomes my space how I sit on it. So these are kind of my space bars here. If we had the normal home row here, this is your space bar. If you're in the middle of it, that's just fine, just like that. That works perfectly. But if you kind of fall off to the edge here, where I would often kind of fall off, it kind of starts to bind a little bit because there is no stabilizer working with that. What I would have probably liked to see there is maybe just a normal layout where there's 2 more 1U keys here instead of the double space bar or the double unit space bar. But other than that, I mean, that's really just nitpicking. I think really for 120 bucks, you can't really complain on this board. I mean, it is in a aluminum housing, you know, it looks really nice. It's wireless, Bluetooth, and dongle, which, like I mentioned, the dongle, maybe pre-production things, I don't know. I will check on Windows to see if that works and pop it up on the screen. But yeah, like I said, if we kind of come back out now, this board I really like. I always struggle with these videos from Chosfox because there really isn't much to these boards. They're very simple, but I'll link everything down below if you want to check it out. I know people really like the Mini Peg 48 and the Geonix videos that I did before. Those are on my channel if you want to go check out kind of the previous versions of this board. And I'm excited to see what Chosfox does with this in like another 6 months, because they like to kind of pump boards out all the time. So probably 6 months from now, this isn't like a YouTuber like, oh, I have inside knowledge of this. But I'm assuming within 6 to 12 months, they're going to have another revision 3 of this that does something else kind of cool. But with that, if you enjoyed this, comment, rate, subscribe as usual, and I'll see you next time.